Hello guys. Just looking at my stuff here. Apologizing to myself. Eva, how you doing? How's Kansas treating you? Pretend I have a first redeem and you just redeemed it. One of these days I'll actually do sound alerts for the fun of it. I keep forgetting. Cora, hey. Welcome guys. Sorry you're having such a bad day, Cora. Hey, Reckless. Transit between the new place and my old place of getting moved in. Just picked up my internet and went back for a second. My day's been good. We went to a tag, like it's not like an auction, but a tag sale where they just tag items for prices in someone's property. And so we went into La Vida and got picked up a bunch of wood and some other things for like $30. And when we got home, I just unloaded all that next to the shed. So I'm feeling good. Got a little nap and I'm kind of sore in the back, but otherwise I'm not bad. How are you feeling? Alright, I'm going to do good. Hope you guys are all doing well, all you guys. Alright, so I have a sunset picture. Eric is moving to another place, so I'm not sure how far away it is for him. It's in the same area, but the same city, but praying for a road trip at the end of the month. Where you headed? Where are you headed, man? Going on vacation, huh? Florida, yeah. I used to live in Florida. Well, I hope you have a good trip. Hi, Robert. Thanks, Cora, for the shout-outs. Yeah, I used to live in Florida when I was a kid. Daytona, I think it was, if I'm remembering right. Cool. Where are you living at now? What state are you in now? So wait, this is my left. Love you, Luke. See you later. Oh, Kansas, of course. You come in and sing. Oh, sorry, I forgot that. Short-term memory problems, you know. CRS. Well, hope you have a good trip. Hope you enjoy yourself. Yeah, definitely. CRS. Like I tell everybody else, don't compare yourself to other artists. I'm constantly thinking about other art I've seen, like, man, that's so good. Don't compare yourself to other artists ever. Just compare yourself to yourself. Am I better than I was a month ago? Am I better than I was a year ago? That's what you should compare yourself to, is yourself. Do I like what I'm doing now, you know? There's nothing wrong with looking at the artist and saying, yeah, I'd like to be that good, or I like what they're doing, and try to do your own version. And definitely not limited to art, you're right. Your whole life should be that way. Just do what you can. Do your best you can. God is not ashamed of anybody. He loves everybody. He may not like certain sins specifically, like lying, but he doesn't like love us any less. And that's just I'm pulling that out of the Bible, so I know that. And I believe it. Otherwise, he would have got rid of me a long time ago. So it's going to be sort of a silhouette card, so I'm going to be using blacks. But I want to have a little more orange in there too. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, he's God. He's all love. He's all pure of everything. There's no sin in him. There's no flaws. So I don't think I don't think he can't help but exhibit that much grace and love for us. And I don't think he'd want to not, want to any other way. But he also has a lot of justice too. I mean, he's very lawful and very strong and powerful. So if he wanted to squish the earth, it wouldn't be hard. But I mean, he's also a just and kind God. So those are based on what I've heard and my personal feeling on that. Yeah. Oh, I gotta check this one. This could be important. I have a friend, an elderly friend who's in her 70s. They got COVID and was living with two ladies who decided to pray for her rather than taking her to the hospital, which is just dumb. And so I have a couple of friends that are in the medical field, and he went over there and basically took her to the hospital, and she's recovering now. But yeah, it's a slow recovery apparently. So that's why I check the message. Because when I get that particular type of message, I have to check it just to see how she's doing. Apparently, she's doing okay. She's just recovering. So. Yeah, you gotta be careful. It is unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. I mean, God gave us doctors for a reason. I mean, it's fine to pray for somebody, but if they're not recovering, then definitely you should be taken to a doctor. Maybe you should just right away take them to the doctor. Yeah, I'm glad too. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Just kind of slapping this on a little bit, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll look fine too when I get done. I do want to bush up those trees in the back a little bit though. It's easy. It's easy. I mean, you can see what I'm doing here. I just apply a sky, whatever colors I want, and then I'm looking at a picture. Well, I'm trying to copy a picture from, but to a point. And for silhouettes, it's just nothing but putting black, and then you probably want water, so you do some more orange and yellow in the water. If you're doing that, but you can do all kinds of things with watercolors. Thanks, Cora. Appreciate it. Of course, like my best mod, the best mod ever. She's also a good person and a good friend. So I played some Fortnite with her the other day. Yeah, I got her butt kicked, but it was still fun. And I didn't do much better, Cora, with Tickles and Artie too. I didn't do much better with either one of them last night, so we still got our butts kicked. But it was fun just to. It's fun just to actually talk to someone, actually in person, rather than just having like a text buffer, So slowly starting to get into gaming with streamers. Other streamers, I guess I should say. And which is kind of nice, nice for something to do. Time zones are a little bit of a mess, but other than that. We both improved, but I never play competitively. I just play for fun, so I never bother pushing for them. And I don't really either, Core. I really don't. I'm happy if I get up in the 4th and 5th or 6th area. And I only do that when I'm playing solo. If I'm just being evasive and dodging the storm and staying in the middle circle, I can usually do well as far as place, but I don't get a lot of kills. If I'm relaxed, I shoot better, but if I'm not, if I'm a little bit tense, then I don't shoot as well. We last night I ended up getting into a truck in the game, and I was driving it, and the other two were poking their heads out the window, shooting at people. That was probably the highlight of the whole thing for me. Top 10 is good, I'm happy, but then I never really bothered. The most kills I've gotten is in one game is 7 kills and 14. It's just wow. And you've been playing for a while, haven't you? I think I learned about Bob Ross is always keep your water straight. or try to keep it as straight as possible. Just do a little bit of. Well, it depends on also my mood and how good or bad I do. Yeah. Thanks for cluing me out on that zombie version. That's kind of fun. I'll have to get into it some more later. It's definitely complicated, like you said. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the building part. But yeah, it's fun. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a little color here. But there's going to be a landmass like right around this area coming up and some trees. So I just like the color of that orange. So alright, let's do some more black. Maybe because there's other people shooting the same person. That's the first build. Build is not easy, and no one can join you until you do that first challenge. But then that's the build. My fault for me. Not all headshots are instant kills. Yeah. Plus, I think other people are shooting the same target. That might help apply to that too. I'm sorry, guys. Also depends on what weapon you headshot with them with. For example, if you headshot with a ranger, it's not an instant kill. It will take a few headshots to kill, but if you headshot with a heavy sniper, for example, it's an instant kill. Okay, I didn't know that either. So. I'm trying to paint an angle here. It's a full health, the shield that will take a little more to eliminate them, as well as take a look at the factor. Dun 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 dun. I only have played Fortnite a handful of times. My experience with it, much older game, with a much older game, unknown tournament, and the chance were. Yeah, me it was like Call of Duty and those. What I started off with, going all the way back to James Bond, off one of the game systems, with family members and stuff. That's how I know how to do shooters. That's why my nephew was so good, because he was a kid when we were, shooting him in the head in one of those older games. And that's how he learned to be as good as he is, playing against older people. Yeah, Call of Duty, Battlefields, back the older ones. They were good. One more time. Over here again here. I see. Do you play anything specifically now, or you just kind of not so much? Me, I'm more into like MMOs. I just recently got into Fortnite. Mainly MMOs. I jump around to different MMOs. Right now I'm playing a Star Wars MMO. Just for fun of it. Let's see if I can do a crane real quick here. Maybe not even real quick. Just see if I can do a crane. I hadn't played anything over a year prior to that. I was playing Ark for about, yeah. I never got into Ark so much. Just recently, several months ago, I quit playing World of Warcraft. I was playing Classic WoW a lot, and then I just finally couldn't find groups for anything, and I got tired of it, so I just quit playing it. Now I guess it's just kind of dying out, so. And right now I'm playing Star Wars The Old Republic just for the fun of it. Just nothing serious. It's kind of fun playing that one again. But the free-to-play model is just horrible. You really have to sub to get any really benefits from it. There, that looks like a little bird. Plagiarism! Alright. Let's go ahead and do a little one of these here. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I usually don't use black as a reflection. I usually do look at gray. It can be hard for parenting and gaming, but I play with my girls and recently started streaming, and I play with my daughter sometimes on stream. So it makes it work when I can. But I had to have missed a few streams. Yeah, essentially a single parent. So I feel for you. Hey, Tickles. Thank you. Quick, bust out your art supplies. Follow along. Yeah, a little crane. Bust out your art supplies quick. Tickles said she's gonna look at my wipes, I think they're called, or voyage, or whatever they're called. And maybe one of these days, one of these weekends, and she's gonna try to do her own watercolor cards. That'd be cool. I like to see the results, so we'll have to post them in the Discord. Tickles. But, okay, thank you. Cleaning day, that's no fun. I rarely clean. It definitely shows, trust me. I'm going to add like a really light sun right here and put it through here. I'm just going to wait to do that. Next weekend, okay. I thought that's what you said, so. Copying me. My Nero's better at Fortnite than me. I think this most kids are better at, are really good at games anymore, so. I'm going to go ask for pictures from everyone so they'll post them. Okay, cool. Yeah, you have been playing longer. I still think it's because she's so young. She just picks it up so quickly. The kids tend to do. Yeah, Corey, if we can time it right, with the time zone differences. Oh, for her art, yeah. Yeah, Cora is probably the best I've seen at doing stick figures. I mean, really no one does stick figures like Cora. I cracked myself up on that one. I can't do a straight face. Do a straight face. In certain circles, she's known as the stick figure queen. I mean, it's true. Let's see. Let's do a little more orange over here. I'm going to have to do an art piece about the stick figure queen or something. Let's do something like that. That's a lot of orange, isn't it? That's a lot of orange. Let's see what maybe I could do something else. Let's see, I think I can do. Let's see, let me think about it. I want to do a sun, but I want to do like a really white sun. So basically in the picture I'm looking at, there's a sun essentially in the middle. But I don't want it to be all round. So I did a special drawing for you, Tickles, and I posted it in your Discord if you wanna. I don't know if you saw it or not yet. Kind of reminiscent of what we were doing last night. In the game, that is. I'm just going to slap that white on there. I want it to be as white as possible. Cool, yeah. Team Pickles for the win. We were definitely the car squad. You guys were tearing it up too. Didn't do too bad that one game just before we left. It's kind of pasty, but it's not bad. Team Pickles. I'm going to do another card after this one. I have another picture lined up. A little bit different than this one. Not a sunset or anything, but more of a mountain with blue sky and stuff. And we'll overdo this. Okay. For what this is, I'm going to go ahead and stop for now. Stop on this card. I think it's kind of pretty, and I think it'll work for what it is. So we'll stop on that one. There we go. I ended up mailing a bunch of watercolor cards to a lady called Ukulele for Worship because she sent me a. What do I do with it? Oh, I put it up on the. Okay. Sent me a postcard with a scripture on it and a handwritten note. And so I told her I would send her a bunch of watercolor cards, and I had a bunch made, so I sent her a bunch. So I hope she enjoys them. Alright, what am I doing? Card. So I have a bunch of these pre-made, pre-cut big cards that I've been using for streams that just have a crease in them that you just fold like that. And just do whatever you want with them. Move my mouse a little bit here so I'm not clicking on anybody by accident. Bring up the other picture. That'll work. That will work. There we go. Alright. These tend to, puff out like that, but I guess it's not a big deal. Bust out the old brush and we'll start working on some blues this time. Unfortunately, I have enough white currently, so we'll go ahead and mix that together. It's this blue I'm working on with a little bit of white. And I'm just essentially, I'm not covering the whole thing in blue. I'm mixing in colors, different colors. And that's to me what makes the sky pretty. And I'll probably throw in some yellows or whatever. I want to do a little bit more blue with a little bit of white mixed in. And I'm painting at an angle because it's easier for me to do, lines and stuff at an angle than it is straight up and down. There we go. So that's essentially the blue part. It's that colored blue. Let's see. Let's take a little gray, I think. Yeah, let's do a little gray. And a little white. Because you're left-handed, and my dad's left-handed. Yeah, mainly just do painting and stuff at angles. Or if I'm sketching, I'll turn the thing around if I need to. Turn the page around if I need to. Where's my gray? Okay. So, yeah. Saying some gray. That's interesting, Cora. That both you and Neva have left-handed. He's left-handed, your dad's left-handed, my dad's left-handed. To make it interesting, I'll throw in a little color. Run some, more color, I guess. Put some yellow in. So I guess you got your cap back, Nicole, right? Yeah, I'm right-handed too. I know I couldn't write with my left hand. Because I have no practice in it. But I can drive left-handed. I think that's all we'll do with the sky. We'll throw in some mountains. It's okay, Nicole. I'm sorry your internet's wonky. Nothing worse than spotty internet. Especially understanding what could be snow. Probably is snow on these mountains. Sucks. Let's do some green for some trees. And I'm not going to do lines, I'm just going to do a basic green color back in the distance there. Jets flying overhead. Big time flying overhead. Cool. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it there. You're definitely welcome to use this string. I'm going to do trees here and some trees over here. I'm going to do water here and trees on this side. And I'll do some whatever in the foreground. The reason she asked is because her PC used to disconnect so much that I got frustrated, so I bought an Ethernet cable connected my PC to a router with the cable, and it's never given me trouble again. It's fast too. I don't actually have that option personally, but the internet, my internet's pretty good for what I have. It stays connected for the most part. So. You can also use, Nicole, you can use different colored trees. It doesn't even have to be green, it can be whatever color you want, really. I like to mix it up a little bit. We'll do a smaller tree here because I'm going to do some big trees right up front here. And in fact, I might just go ahead and do like a really dark tree. I can find some really dark colors. Maybe not black, but something dark. Gonna go like that. This particular brush, I'm just dabbing it on. And then there'll be some land here. So I'll go ahead and turn that over a little bit. It's okay if it covers your other trees. They're still back there. Basically, you want to start back and work your way forward. And now I'm going to add a lighter color green on the sides here. Like that, a little bit. There's some filler right there. And I'll do some highlights on the trees too. Here in a little bit. Alright, let's do the other side. We'll do the same dark color for the trees. A little blue-green, I guess. It's a little bit wonky on the bottom, that's okay. You can fix that. Sometimes I even do black trees, which I enjoy doing. No Wi-Fi, so yeah, Wi-Fi at the moment, yeah. So let's go ahead and do some lighter color back here too. Thanks, Nicole. I appreciate that. My problem is I'm down in the basement and our router's upstairs, so it wouldn't do me much good to try to drill a hole through this ceiling or any of that, but it's pretty awesome that you would do that. Thank you. Alright, now I'm going to start working on the water. Alright. Let's go with some blue, a little bit of white to dull it down a little bit. You want to kind of keep your water as straight as possible. It looks like water. There you go. I bet you're the best girlfriend ever, too. I think I'm going to come back here with some more land too. So it represents bushes and a lot of empty space there in front. I don't really like it. Let's see what I can do about that. Maybe a little more careful than that. So. A little better. Let's see, what else can I do? Let's see. Also take your liner brush. First thing I'm going to do is add some highlights to these trees. So, sorry for my hand being in the way of it. This is apart a little bit. I'm actually using acrylic white, not watercolor white, for the highlights. I prefer acrylic white over watercolor white when it comes to stuff like this. When it comes to just basically using white in general, I just like how it goes on better. So we'll just do that. Thanks, Cora. I appreciate that. I'm having my doubts, actually, but I appreciate that. What you think? Maybe it's not legit in certain circles, but it's legit in my world. Alright, I'll take some black. Legal. Legal. Alright. I'll take some black. Can I go up like this? There's no laws in this world. I'm kidding, of course not. Come up like this, have another tree in front here. Guess I'm definitely looking forward to what you come up with there, Tickles. This. You're gonna throw a tree right there if you really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, let's add, before I do over here, let's add like a little house right here. A little cabin. Like good old Bob Ross used to do. So I'm going to take some white and make the roof. Essentially, let's see, you want to go do like a triangle. And maybe a better brush would be good, but I'm using this crappy brush. I'm going to go over like that. That's essentially the roof. Then I'm going to get some brown. Maybe some water on the brush would help too. That's often necessary for painting. And I'm just going to fill in where the actual building is going to be. And then what I'll do is when that dries, I'll go ahead and go over it with a liner brush and, you know, basically line it out, put doors and windows and, you know, other things. But while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and go over here and I'll add a path or maybe a little fence or something. So let's go ahead and do some more trees over here. I'm not done with these trees either, you'll see, I'm sure you've seen it before. Where I do the leaves in the trees, I'll do that too. And I'll add some color, extra color there. Maybe I'll do some flowers or something up front here. Okay, let's just do that there. Actually, let's go just blow on a little bit. Watercolor tends to dry pretty quick, I've noticed anyway. Just the way I do it. I don't know if I do it any different than anybody else, but I don't know. So, little door.
one door or two. I want to do the lines around the house itself. Maybe a little chimney. Okay, I'll do the line this side. Just a basic little building. We'll do some. Let's do the little fence right here. I'll take some more brown. Use a different color brown. So we'll make a little path here. Let's see. I could do some more with the water. I think I know what I'll do. So I have shown this brush before. It's basically a big busted up bushy brush that I use for making leaves on trees and whatever else I want actually that seems appropriate for bushiness. So I'll take some red or some pink, some watercolor, and I'll just start going like this in the trees. And that really, thanks, Cora. Thank you. Appreciate that. Back at you. Back at you, my young friend. I can say that because I'm older than you. Right. Particularly I'm older than you and you're younger, so. Then we'll do some. A little bit of sort of fill in this empty space here. And fill in this space here. There, that's a little better. Doesn't look so empty in the middle. I'm gonna do some you got the hillbilly music going on in the background here. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but I can. I'm gonna do some lines here. I'm gonna try some more of that zombie game core after I get done here and see where I'm at. I don't know if I'm still in the tutorial or not. I think I did the first 3 with some random people. I had no idea what I was doing, so they kind of did it all. Plus I ran out of ammo, so I was using my pick to smack stuff. Let's also add a little docks, or something that looks like a docks. Docks. Make it right here. And so what we'll do is throw a little boat out here. I like to add boats. it could be anything you want. That dude's cabin. Got the whole lake to himself, him and the animals. How nice. Alright guys, I think that's gonna call it on the cards. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping in and watching and hanging out. Just being you. So there's that one. There's this one. There's this one. And I'll give those away at some point. There's this one. And I have a stamp that has my initials on it. I just stamp on the back. And those cards are already dry, so. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Now I'm gonna see who is online that I can read. Let's see that I want to read. I should write Grumpy Grand is what I should do. That is what I'm gonna do. So. Alright guys. Well hey, I'm just about to end the stream. I am so sorry. Arlen. Yeah. Let me I don't know if you're just coming in. This is what I did here. This one here. And this one over here. I was just about to raid somebody, so sorry. They should made it right. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop stream, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set up the raid grand. So thank you.